Hello YouTubers and Molly community. Pockesaurus back again with another video. This is my scratch built 1/12 scale 70 Chevelle. I'm going for the 1970s look. Back end up in the air, front end down just a little bit. I started building this body a few years back, at the time when I had 7 hobby benches. Now I'm just down to 1. I used balsa wood to get the shapes of rear bumpers, rear bumper, front bumper, and the hood. I just have everything sitting there. Now once I got the body made, that's kind of, do I do a Pro Street? Do I do a tube chassis or what? So after building the body and putting the Camaro chassis under it, it seemed to fit pretty good. Now the upholstery tub, I had to cut the upholstery tub and widen out the rear package tray about I'll say probably about a good 1/8 of an inch. The black area here should be right even with that line. That's how much I widened out the package tray in the back seat area. It's got such a big window in the back. Unlike the Camaro where it's real tight in the rear. I just have the wheels and tires sitting there, but I have the front suspension on and the rear suspension. It's pretty much the Camaro firewall casted in resin, and the upholstery tub, you can see where I cut the rear to widen it out because the body is just a little bit wider. On the front side of the firewall, I cut and moved it back to get the upholstery tub to go forward because the wheel wells opening was just a tad off, so I moved everything forward. And I still got to go a little bit forward, as you can see right there, just a tad, not too much. It fit perfect last night, the other day, until I put the upholstery tub in there. And so now I got to do some more cuts and move the upholstery tub forward to get the chassis and everything to go forward towards the front. So I'm going to show you what I did on the bottom side. The rear tires are the tires for the GT500. And I took the rims from the Corvette center lines, and I'm using those, but the deep dish, to get the front runners to look correct, is I took the center line and I cut the backs off. Let me turn off the light. I took the backs off and I took these wheels and I cut the centers out and I glued the back onto this wheel. There's what I did with the center lines. I cut the rears off. That allowed me to make a shallow dish front wheel, which came out pretty good. And I'm using the stock Camaro wheels. What I did on that is I cut the sidewall tread off, which is this, to give that tire a fatter sidewall look, like the BF Goodwrench tire. And that's where, like a 60 series tire from the 70s. So there's a little engineering on wheels and tires. I'm always coming up with something. And I was going to use these from a muscle machine, but I'm going to use those on another project. Anyways, let me remove the rear wheel. I made some Gabriel hijacker air shocks. I just have things sitting there. So that's the Camaro chassis. What I did was, to make a full chassis, like a 70s, the Camaro chassis, what I did was, the Camaro subframe went straight and ended right here. So I cut all that out. I notched the frame, heated it up, bent it around and back this way, and I added tubing, square tubing, along here to make a full frame, similar to the Chevelle. And I added the e-brake cables, some homemade what do you call, not spring slappers, but homemade type ladder bar. There's the air lines for the rear shock, and I got some extended shackles that I made so the rear end could sit up high in the air in the back end. Anyway, just a quick video on my 1970 Chevelle. Most of the bodies I do, I'll either cut up a Camaro, cut up a 57, and build different bodies for them. The Performance Red Camaro is almost done. Just got a few little details on the engine and underneath. Then the burnt orange Pro Street back there, it's all full of dust. So this 70 Chevelle is going to have a 350 small block single carb. I may do a diorama scene. I got to try to find some 1/12 scale figures, but I'm not doing a blown engine in front of the car, and makeshift engine hoist and guys stabbing into the new motor. We'll see how it goes here when I get a little further on this. So right now I'm just trying to get the wheel wells even with the suspension. Then I gotta try to find a color, because it's gonna be a total 70s street freak. Maybe a factory green, factory blue, or I don't want to do a red. We'll see how it goes here in the next few weeks. And I got more projects that I'll be posting up, and kind of working on the KW 900, the Henry J, the 1/8 scale Nova, the 1/12 scale 69 Nova, and I got a 69 Chevelle 1/12 scale, 70 split bumper Camaro, a Duster, a 66 Chevelle, and a 55 2-lane blacktop, 1/12 scale. El Camino, 1/12 scale. So stay tuned, and I'll be getting back to the 70s on this one. Just a quick video. I'll have some updates on the Nova, and hopefully the two in the background, maybe the 1/16 scale lowrider. Anyways, stay tuned for the 70 Street Freak. I hope you all dig it. Thanks for checking out the builds, and stay tuned. Y'all be good. Happy modeling, everybody.